It's a great message, you know. It's not a difficult thing to do. Love and peace, and it's a natural gear set.
Interesting you say that. What exactly makes it so difficult to do? Why is that an issue?
The word that you heard, that song. You know the one I
Say that
mean?
again, Bo?
I think it's supposed to be like Grease is the word that you heard. You know that song from Grease?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and I think he's saying it's not that hard to be peaceful, but we make it harder than it needs to be, really. And how hard is it really to be nice? How hard is it to give somebody a smile? It's not really hard, but people just...
Kindness is free, boo. You're right.
Kindness is free, you know? Yeah.
And it can have a staggering ripple effect, like dominoes.
Yeah. Sometimes you just give them a smile and makes their day. Yeah.
Yeah. And they want
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. But it's not as simple.
It's not that hard to be nice. Would you ever hear that expression? It takes like 70, however many muscles to smile and however many frown.
It takes more to frown. It takes more to frown.
Yeah. 26 to smile and 49 to frown.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're more
about. Right, yes. Yet more of the faces you see have frown lines, right? More faces than not have those deep frown lines. That's sad, man. That's really, really sad when you think about it. Because you know what? The Dalai Lama. You know, he's been in exile for forever now, and this is somebody. His whole country, you know, is just taken from him. Everything he is taken from him and his people, right? And he still is an optimist, and he says, you know, as he's traveled the world nonstop all of his life, believe it or not, people, there's more good happening than bad, and I believe that. I believe there's a balance,
there is.
but I think there's definitely more good happening. You know, I just feel that it's natural.
You know what?
We just tend to focus on the worst things, the bad things.
You know what? What you're saying is a lot of truth to it.
That's true.
There's a lot of negative shit going on, but humanity is still hanging there. And I got the hope we'll turn this around, take the shit back, and stop this nonsense.
I don't even, you know.
Right.
It starts from internally. You know, first people have to typically work on their perspective first. You know, you work inside out in a spiral. So it's like you start with yourself, and then your immediate family, and then your family, and then your neighborhood, and then your community, and then you build outward as you gain that perspective, experience, and strength to be able to work in the world and do good. And it becomes addictive doing good, helping people out for the sake of it. It's a good thing.
You know what, my friend? That is the reflection.
Go, Adam.
That's a reflection of a paradigm shift that is going on that I've noticed here on a global level. Yeah, we got a lot of shit going on, but that right there is how you take the planet back. That's how it starts. That's the formula right there.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Yeah, the more people get to know that, the more they'll start taking it back. They take the temple back first and move out from there. Anoint the ground every step you take. Take it back. I'd say the book of Jeremiah. Right on. Yeah, so, well done. Peace is the word. And boom, on that note, we got anything loaded, or where are we rocking to?
No, I don't have anything loaded yet. Unless Adam's going to do his acapella. There he goes.
All right.
Boo doesn't have anything loaded yet. What's new?
I know. I was going to ask you to do your own SoundCloud just because I'm like, oh, shit up with the money. But, no, I don't. I'm driving, see. I'm having a rough day. But, I'm going to get there. Could you do your own for me, Adam? Could you upload it and stuff for me? Sorry.
All right, well, I got to...
I'm serious. Like, this is...
Okay,
like
I got you.
I'm working besides those,
so then, just for now, I'm gonna hang up so I can focus on that, or just put me on mute or something. So
yeah, you
don't hear me.
Sorry.
You don't hear me cussing away.
I'll make it their own guests do their own shit. I'll pathetic for mine.
So you don't hear me cussing. I'm cussing.
Yeah,
I'll be
thank
cussing.
you.
Boo.
Okay, sorry.
Fucking boo. God damn it.
You
Put me to work.
No, I've been, oh my God, so crazy. Like, even today, the place that I'm like working, this is the day they decide to open. They're like, and at 6 o'clock, I'm like, Jesus. So anyway, you want to do one, Randall, or we can go on to somebody else, and then who else, or Razz can go, maybe, or I think Anonymous is going to call, and Rack's supposed to call.
Yeah, we could do Delicately Desired by Zappa.
Let's do it.
All right,
you want Randall to read it, or maybe Randall could read it?
Going awfully quiet, Randall.
Where'd Randall go?
In the digital spirit. He's in the digital spirit.
Yeah, fucking
the Matrix, like you say in the clubhouse.
The digital spirit.
One here up on the board. A couple of years ago, dear drummer died. Kind of rocked me. This guy, I followed this guy a lot. He was quite a drummer, quite a poet. So the lyrics were tribute to a poet with the beat of a legend. In a blaze, syncopated rolls, rim shots, and paradiddles. He waged wars, Tom Sawyer on Thomas Hens, with a set of double kicks, holding a quiver of whittled sticks, by random splashes and china cymbals. Professor, known by all, who pound tension heads with hi-hat symmetry, working to achieve your fluid strokes. A virtuoso who drew the power trio into Rock's Hall of Fame, matched muse of a poet, whose lyrics became an anthem for a generation trapped in subdivisions, longing for more than a test of echoes. You kept closer to the heart, burning a cold fire. While shining a limelight and a show of hands, you reached us through power windows and moving pictures until clockwork angels stood as sentinels, waiting to escort your spirit of radio into rock and roll heaven. Neil, we'll miss your rush. End the poem. Sing it out, Razz. Anybody else?
What did you say, Boo? Sorry. Okay. All right. You know what, Zappa, he always tell you that he's not, but he's such a good writer. Like, he just makes his point always so clear, right to the point, without having to guess so much, and he makes it all his own. I think every time he'll tell you, oh, shucks, or whatever, but so, hold on a minute. Let me get back over there. And then they shook the sugar tree that day, whispering windows hidden. That's so beautiful, behind little hummingbird moments that we're desperately trying to catch up with time. Just those little moments, those little things. I hold my breath. Are you still there? It sounds like love maybe that's gone missing, and he's looking for it to me. In the days like the rain and the pain. I've noticed he writes a lot of poems about pain, and then sometimes I want to live forever and realize you're not here anymore. He may be talking about his mother or maybe a love here, because I know his mom passed recently, and he loves her. I love the wording. I love the hummingbirds and the flowers and a million minutes, miles, years, forever till I'm done. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. What's a good ending? Really emotional poem. A lot of punch there. Good job, Zappa.
Boo.
What?
Boo, Randall just read his piece.
Oh, really? I just read Zappa's piece. I just read Zappa's piece.
I know. That was a great comment. That was an amazing comment for Zappa.
Yeah, I just read Rat's Forever. My God, I'm such a loser.
Wow.
Okay. I can't hear shit.
No,
That's
but
the problem.
Randall put the link after that.
I can't hear anything. Like, seriously, almost nothing. I'm on driving, and this is like, yeah, I'm all screwed up. Obviously. Okay, let me read Randall. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Randall.
Let me take a call.
I'm driving to do this and trying to do anything. I'm so sorry.
Let me take a call.
That was amazing. Oh.
I'll comment on Randall.
You can comment, Adam. Somebody comment. I have to read it. I'm sorry. I'm so many 20 things. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Randall, you did a great job here in saluting Neil Peart from Rush. And, when it comes to that legend of the beat, it's all there. What there is a metaphor. Without that backbeat, then there's not the assembly of rock.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I don't know how many are into Rush, but if anybody checked out the lyrics to their songs, Neil was on top of it. Tragic Law. Thank you, brother. Let me take a call here. 270.
I love this poem.
That would be me, Randall. How you doing, Randall? Razz? Boom?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Wayne, how are you, man?
Hanging in there.
Hi, Wayne.
Just hanging in there.
Well, right on.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Boo? Didn't mean to bother you. Go ahead about the show. I'm here with you.
What's up, Wayne?
I'm ready to read a poem right now. And I'm going to talk to you.
Did you hear any of the poems that were read? I'm not sure what the hell was read.
No, I just got here. I just got here. I didn't hear nothing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Adam, are you going to comment for Randall, and then I'll comment because I read this one before.
Yeah, I'm in line with Red. This is definitely an amazing tribute. All my drummer friends, one of them has the tattoo of Neil Peart actually on his leg. So I think you did it justice, man. You definitely did a great job with this.
Cool.
And what a style. It's just, I like the longing for more than a test of echoes you kept closer to the heart, burning in a cold fire. I like that.
Yeah, those are 3 different songs, obviously, from 3 different albums.
Yeah,
I think it's clever how you did that throughout this piece. Definitely.
Yeah, cool. It's an old piece.
You can always tell Randall's style just by the way it's written, by the way that it looks, those are like that's like his signature thing, the lines like that, zigzaggy sort of. Although people have tried to copy before, but and then like you could tell. I mean, in a way, you would tell you're a drummer because you get into it with a set of double picks holding a quiver of whittled sticks. The rhyme is good. China cymbals, like you know what you're talking about. You know that you're drums, right? And I already know that you love this guy anyway. I remember how sad you were when she died. So longing for more than a test of echoes, closer to the heart. Like how much he loved it and what it meant to his life and what it meant to you. I think it's very well written, and it shows your love of music, which is shared.
Thank you, dear. Yeah, thank God. It's kind of bummed Neil left us. He was in the, I guess there's the 27 Club and the 67 Club. And Neil Neil ended up joining that club. Yeah.
That's a club you don't want to do. 67 beat 27.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take 67.
Yeah, there was a few of them that left us at 67. Glenn Fry.
Oh, yeah.
Bowie.
Yeah, sure. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin.
Tom Petty.
Jim Morrison.
Those are the 27 group.
Right? Yeah.
It's all 27. Yeah, it's all 27 group.
Wow. So
yeah, there's a few of them in the 27 group.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The 27's notorious. I didn't know there was a 67 group too, though.
That's cool. There is.
I mean, tragic, but weird. That's a weird that there's a 67 group.
Isn't that a weird deal?
Definitely.
Yeah, Tom Petty's in it. Glenn Fry's in it. David Bowie's in it.
Oh,
yeah.
Just released that album, Black Star Bowie, and then it was like literally the next day he dropped dead.
You know what? You're right, Raz. And did you check out some of that video? That's some weird. He put out some weird shit there.
It's all this like stuff, Holy Bible being that when Jesus Christ was on the cross, you know, a black star had taken the place of God. Strange stuff.
Yeah, he had a tremendous amount of symbolism in that piece, man. Yeah, interesting. Cool. Boo, you're still dealing with uploads?
No, I just wanted to see if Wayne wanted to read his, maybe.
Yeah, I can tell you. He did a great tribute you had there, Randall. A great tribute from a great poet to a great drummer. I said it's a great tribute you had there.
Oh, Neil, yeah. Yeah, Neil was all that.
And you got a lot of good songs in there too. You put all the good songs in there, so you did a good job with this. Very good. He'd be proud of you.
Yeah, you know, I had some people told me that right after I did this piece, it was about a month after he died, that I should have sent it to Geddy Lee. I've met Geddy Lee at a Rush concert years and years back. Maybe I'll get around to it. Probably a little late now. But anyway, do we have Wayne's piece? Thanks, guys.
If you could drop it on
or
board,
do we,
Wayne.
are we going to do
I got a SoundCloud with it too. Only if you did the SoundCloud again, but I got a SoundCloud with it.
You got a SoundCloud?
Yeah, I put a SoundCloud with it.
I tell you what.
I'll be on that.
Yeah, that might be a few
because
minutes.
it looks like Zappa got in the mix of this.
Yeah, go ahead and do somebody else. I'm not going to hurry. Just take time.
I tell you what.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'll get it uploaded, Wayne. I'm working on it.
All right. I guess we should do Zappa some justice and do his, right?
Yeah, we could do his.
Absolutely.
In order.
All right.
There for a second.
Maybe Adam could read it.
Yeah. Adam, you want to read this one, brother?
I'm kind of. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm kind of trying to do your SoundClouds for you.
Okay.
But,
that's right. You're doing a SoundCloud. Brad, you want to read it?
I'll read Zappa's piece.
All right.
Delicately Desired by Zappa. Delicately Desired. They shook the sugar tree that day, whispering windows hidden behind little hummingbird moments, and were desperately trying, catching up on time. With no sugar left, I hold my breath. Are you still there? Are you still there? And that day, there was but a single honeybee. I couldn't bear my heart again to see as the dying day broke. My strings were in a fray, and every morning, every sweet embrace, it's all I can do, all I barely feel. My sweet, sweet embrace for you, cold steel, askew, and the days like red rain and pain. I'll be okay. I'll be all right. Innocently not right. Little hummingbird's plight, catching up on time in those cold, cold nights. $10,000 days, a million more if it takes. And I'll wait patiently. I'll wait for you, holding my breath. A million minutes, miles, years, forever, till I'm done. Is that what it takes? And peace.
Wow. There's a serious longing here. Gosh, I hate going through that shit. It's kind of brutal on the heart, needless to say. He does a magnificent job at capturing the emotion of this. Raz, you read it. What'd you think, bro?
Yeah, definitely. I would agree that there's a kind of surrealistic form of depiction here in the set of lyrics. You have coming back to that one time when everything within this relationship had been correlating on the right track, and it's symbolized by the hummingbird. But then it descends into when will they come back and how long will it take? So, it does have its moments of what I would define as a modern romanticism.
Yeah. It's got that feel to it. There's even a lyrical flow here. I'll wait patiently. I'll wait for you, holding my breath, 1,000,000 minutes, miles, years, forever, till I'm done. Yeah, that's a powerful yearning to deal with there. Wayne, what'd you think, bro?
Well, I said it's a very metaphoric poem with the birds and flowers and his yearning to wait for whoever it is, how long it takes, or let him wait forever just to get back to where he was with her. Lots of emotions in this poem, great flow, and he can almost sing this poem. It's almost a song the way he's got it wrote out there. So he did a great job with this, and I enjoyed it a lot. Good job.
Yeah, definitely did a great job on it. Well said, Wayne. Raz, when you read it, did it hit you?
It felt like you were inside of those hummingbird moments, repeating the words of the poet. You kind of became another part of the surrealistic portrait of what he's portraying.
Yeah, it looks like when he blends metaphors together, there's a lot of it kind of buffers out the longing a little bit, like it helps soothe it with like with the hummingbirds. Well said. Boo, got your back here. On Zappa's piece, what'd you think?
Again, idiot.
Yeah, again.
Jackass, for real. Well, I was thinking what I said before, and then I was thinking about the use of the hummingbird. Like the qualities. Like, I think, isn't that the bird that doesn't or either does fly backwards or something like that, right? So if he is saying that, then maybe he's saying like you can never go back, you can never go backwards. Isn't it true that they don't fly backwards? Or they do fly backwards? Maybe anybody know? I know that they do one of those things. They either do or they don't, but fly backwards. So maybe that's what he's
fly backwards.
saying, because there's some kind of weird thing that they do about that has to do with that. But anyway, I thought maybe that's what he was like referring to. I agree. This is like severe longing. And he keeps talking like the metaphor with the hummingbird and the flower and all that is good, but he keeps almost seems so much like desperation. Just that one more moment, like we all have sometimes in our life. You could go back and rewind. And his wording is beautiful, and I think he's very underrated. Also, because it's pretty good. And then I love the first line. They shook the sugar off the day, whispering windows hidden. That's pretty cool right there. Catching up with time. But hey, it also shows you the time goes by, and if you don't nab it, then it'll be too late. Beautiful job. I like the shape too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. He did a marvelous job, and that deal with the sugar of the day. That's an interesting deal. That's what hummingbirds do.
That's what they're after. That long beak of theirs, taking the nectar out of things from feeders or flowers or whatnot.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Okay, so you guys in the board, Wayne, are you? We've got your word.
I'm working on Wayne right now. I put
my phone on the topic board, but I don't see it on the topic board no more, so I put it in and put it on the main topic so they can get a hold of it and do the SoundCloud. But I could have swore I entered it today. I don't know what it was saying.
I'm going to do it right now.
It's on the board right now. It's on the board, so they can do what they want to with it. You ain't got to redo it now, but you just whenever. If you ain't got to wait for me, you go ahead and do something else.
What did you say, Wayne?
Yes, ma'am.
So you want me to, yeah, I'm doing it right now for you, so maybe is Adam ready? Or
Yeah,
do you want to go?
They can do something else. You can
Adam,
while you wait.
Adam hasn't called back yet. I think he's still trying to do his thing.
Okay, we'll read somebody else then. Razz, who we got we could read? I'm going to do
There's all but 2 more rights, including mine, that aren't SoundClouds. I'll read mine now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you're occupied and can't do Rose,
yeah, I'm doing Wayne right now. I'm doing Wayne.
So, it was drawn by different inspirations, but one of them is Julia, the Beatles off the White Album. So, here's the poem. Natural Lullaby. Elemental experimenting, Venusian artifact, denied tribal daily. Discontent sighs of a natural lullaby. Eye of the storm, silver lining. Spinning wheel, walk away escalator. Screaming contrast, congenital rise. Third rock sun. Glimmering evening beach sand. Silent whisper. Listening wind. Green field lying weep for me. St. Bridget trophy. Analog eschatology. Astronomical cornucopia. Substitute sugar cones. Apparition during somnolent dream. First voice to ever wake me. Looming seawall. Imperative categorical thinking. Slip of the touch feeling. Torch in the cave. Elevation sunk. Senses speak. Who knows who's hearing? Gawking gaze muses. Knowing imperative force. And nobody knows me. Queen Julia. Forego lament of Roman worshipping. Cesara terrain, bouldering flatline, attention split, image undivided, haunting love song, barely remember melody, washing away pillars of salt, stick drawing rhyme, Japanese change curtain, sudden truth, agonizing timing, daytime star, daylight, moon, chide, coral carved to ancient tautology, fingerprint delicately skim haikus, sleepless, facing dawn and peace.
Wow, brother. This reminds me of a collage of thought and emotions all moving simultaneously in different downloads and trying to absorb it all. There's some incredible word phrasing here. St. Bridget Trophy, an analog eschatology. That's an interesting line. Lots of interesting lines here where you bounce all over like you're trying to digest this. A little bit of chaos, and yet there is a bit of order to it. Interesting piece, man. Some of this word phrasing is quite cool. Terrasara terrain, moldering flatline, attention split, image undivided. That's an interesting line right there. Attention split, but the image is undivided. That kind of opposes each other. A haunting love song. Interesting piece, bro. Well written. Boo, what'd you think of that?
Thanks, Randall.
Razz, always interesting and makes you think, you know? And I like the way you described it, actually. I'm glad that you went first because I was thinking, but what you said about the collage is a really good description. And you always I always feel like an idiot when I read his poems because I'm just like, God, there's so much going on there that's so lovely and deep, like he is. And the picture is really cool. Elemental experimenting, Venetian artifacts. I sort of see like admiration. It's like somebody's the silver lining through the storm. That person helps you get through and see brighter days. Slip of the touch feeling, torch in the cave, elevation sunk, senses speak. Who knows who's hearing? Like, and then I love that gawking gaze muses. So maybe these two people are connected in another way. And the Japanese change curtain is beautiful. I love it, Razz.
Yeah, a bit of this is haunting, but then again, a lot of it has a lot of hope in it, waiting for brighter days here. That even amongst the collage, the image being undivided, and the love song, barely remember the melody, washing away pillars of salt. That's quite a line here. Delicate skim high too, sleepless, facing dawn. Boy, isn't that the truth? I've noticed a lot of people lately are sleepless. It's become a big deal now. There's so much going on that it's just convoluting the airways so much for the information that's coming through that people are trying to process on so many different levels. I do a lot of counseling, and I'm getting a lot of people complaining of the same thing: information overloads and specific downloads, and then processing the materials, keeping them awake at night. Interesting piece, Razz. Wayne, what'd you think of that, bro?
Man, I tell you what, I said a wonderful mix of topics as usual. My brain can't digest all the knowledge that you put out at one time. This is very interesting in a lot of different directions. I wish I knew about the topics you put in one poem. Like it took me 20 years to put an organized train of thought with this poem. Very good phrases, and I love all the commotion in your poem. It kind of gives you a lot to think about, and it's a very good poem. Enjoyed the whole lot there. I have a hard time getting a hold of Jackson Jill, so your poem's a little bit over my head. So, but I enjoyed it a lot anyway. Good job.
Yeah,
appreciate
the
feedback, Wayne.
Yeah. And on that, Razz, what was going on with you in writing this one?
Yeah, this is really a piece on being haunted by the thought previous lifetime, and then I tried to coalesce that concept into the different images which are portrayed, in a kind of downward spiral like DNA within the poetry.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. I like the second to the last line a lot. Fingerprint delicately skim haikus. That's kind of a subtle thing for poets, because very few would know what else that is there. Lots of interesting lines here. Dug this. Well done, brother. Well done. And where are we at on any of these
in
downloads?
There now. Wayne's in there. Wayne is ready.
I got it.
It's under it's under 623. Wayne missed.
Yeah, this is my attempt at a little sensuality. I don't know if I got it there or not, but my attempt at a little sensuality in the poem. We'll see what happens.
Let's see. Is this gonna play? This SoundCloud gonna play?
You have to find it in the studio first, and then just press it. It says Wayne. It says 623. It says 623 Wayne. in the studio? Or Razz, are you in the studio?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Let's see. Hold
Go
on.
check WhatsApp.
My poems.
6:23.
It should be, okay, I'll go check. It should be like in the date, the 6/23 Wayne. Let me go check.
Yeah, I'm looking through.
There's a million things in there. That's part of it.
Today's 24th.
But today's 24th. Whatever the date is, it should be there. You don't see it, Raz?
I'm not seeing it.
Okay, I should put it up. Okay.
What that money with it?
All right. Let me do it again.
Oh no.
I'll have to do it again then. Could somebody read Rob's and then I'll do it. I'm so sorry, Wayne.
That's all right. No, I don't care if you read tonight or not. You read one night. Don't matter to me. I'm just here for that fun.
Yeah.
We can read.
I don't know where Adam is.
Red's got it.
Rob. Okay.
Somebody can read Rob's, okay? And
yeah, we'll read Rob's here.
Oh yeah, Rob would be great.
While we fiddle around with waves. Gosh, the computer's slow, man. Does anybody have internet problems?
Somebody's Wayne screwed up. Can you see?
Yeah, I was disconnected off my net. I'm useless here.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll get Rob. Nobody can see it. I'll get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, is Rob's up?
No, I'm going to get it right now. Okay, one second.
Right. I'll read Rob's.
I'm so sorry. I'm so like screwed up today. I apologize. I feel terrible. Okay. So will you read it, Randall? Somebody?
Yeah, I'll
maybe
read it.
Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll read it, and then Wayne can do his.
Oh, okay. He said Adam said his are up too. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So.
Okay. After
okay,
Wayne.
I'll read. This is Rob's. Music, reading, silence. Music. She left the electric city, parking on the dusty side road, past the valley of vineyards, in her metallic silver sedan, waiting for herbal journeyman, reading a Hare Krishna pamphlet found on beach bar bathroom floor. Chuckles drowned out the Singazi jazz as her desolate stare in the rearview mirror softened for a second. Reading, sitting cross-legged on a bed, cigarette-stained fingers with chipped nail polished tips picked and scratched, blending blood with the cork-tinted nicotine stains, snapping dead ends from the auburn bush of wild, oily hair, tossing those frizzy bits to the floor from snapping strands to the pages of her treasured books, wondering when a spark will ignite, birthing a fresh idea through the bedsheet makeshift curtain, flashing car lights turned to sunlight, waking a choir of chirping robins and the fury of a lawnmower. Undeterred by the moist gleam of dew, filling the air with roaring petrol fumes, yet her spirit flew, launching from a noble's covers. Silence, lying on her back, staring at the ceiling, low fip trip hop, drowned out the disjointed breathing, masking the chemically induced dysthyroma with a soft crackling, discordant buzz. Eyelids grew heavier until collapsing closed and floating into the air, dancing in the silence with a dress of happiness. And a poem. You gotta love Rob's work. Just simply stunning, isn't it? Just some of this word phrasing is just marvelous word phrasing, and the way he broke this down in his imagery, it's quite something. Razz, what did you think of that?
I almost didn't catch the piece, but by some miracle of technology, I was able to get back online just as you were reciting the poem. And yeah, I would agree. He has interesting choice of words. A Hare Krishna pamphlet, singleist jazz. You know, what there is of a kind of beat flow here to the entire composition piece. I guess it all kind of ends in a sense of being caught up in city life, although the title is Music Reading in Silence. I kind of feel like I'm in the midst of a traffic jam. Like what's off stage is really louder than the very words of which you concentrate within the context of literature or song lyrics. It's just this cacophony of noise that doesn't want you to hear more of the truth within those very specific words.
Yeah, you know, Razz, it's a great comment, brother. The title is an oxymoron to the piece. Music reading silence. You know, coming from the cackles of Urbansia, where all this urban noise comes through, and yet he finds this place there. A lot of the stuff, the personification and the observations that he puts himself in is quite stunning. Good comment, Razz.
I think Rack is on the phone, and maybe Adam. I think Rack is on the phone.
I'm going to take these other callers, and we'll comment on them.
Yeah, I'm here.
Adam, we got you back. And Rat, we got you back. Rat. Rat, what's up, brother?
Oh, hey, Rack. Or Rat.
All right, we got you there, brother. Did you, how you doing, bro?
I'm surviving.
Oh.
Cool. Did you hear Rob's piece?
Nah, tail end of it about the lawnmower, from the lawnmower. I think I missed the bulk of it.
That's all right.
Yeah, quite an interesting piece. Definitely worth a read, that's for sure. And Adam, I see you're back. You're probably you didn't get to hear it either, did you?
I got to hear most of it, and I read through it, and I'm working on a comment right now. I feel like it's just a brilliant atmospheric piece. He sets a mood. He gets you immersed throughout the stages of his relaxation, in which he's actually very dreamily thinking of someone during that process of winding down. It's very brilliant, really. It's such an atmospheric piece. Like, he sets a tempo and an atmosphere, starting with music. From music, read. He's winding down, and then in the silence, he's talking about how there's still all this noise out there, but he finds peace in this space in his mind, thinking of this person that there's a deep longing throughout the piece for. Brilliant.
Well said, brother. That was the feel that I got from it also in there, that he's able to shut the world out, and yet he invites it in. And then lets us know his capability of shutting it out in the title. Quite clever. Good comment, Adam. Wayne, what'd you think of that, brother?
I'm a little out of breath. I'd run in and finish the door. I think his poem's written in such great detail that only Rob can write. He can see I can see the picture he painted. The person in the poem was to paint up a little bit, but I've been there, so I know what he's talking about. Amazing detail. And the sad morning, they turned out where he stood because Blossom McRow, he said his spirit flew, so it means he got out of all the doldrums and got his They're going pretty good. Rob sees things that most of us don't notice with our controlled minds the way they are. He can see go into details that I can't even picture. And when I read his words, I see it perfectly, but I'd never think of that without his words. He's an amazing poet. Great job.
Yeah, Rob is an amazing poet. I noticed we've got a lot of talent in this group. A lot of them coming and going and whatnot, but there's still a tremendous amount of talent that's hung in there, and that's very cool. Boo, I hear you in the background. What do you think of that piece?
They're called True Friends, and you see who they are when shit hits the fan. But for this, I think everything that you guys said is true. And this, to me, just speaks like another level of intimacy, because you can shut out the world and go to that place. That's pretty, shows you're pretty connected, and he's a very spiritual person, as it is already. You know, to be able to go outside and to go to that place isn't easy for most of us who live in this crazy, wild world, the hamster wheel, like you call it, running. And the descriptions are beautiful. I love the way Adam described it. I thought that was perfect. And great poem. Yeah, very deep.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting when you're able to separate yourself and who you are at the core. And like temples had courtyards, and they had a holy place, and then they had a holy of holy place. And where you position yourself in to take dictation, but you don't allow things to come all the way in. They have their place. All the sounds, all the noises, those tinkle in the courtyard, where everybody's always trying to build empires.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you can keep a sacred place, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to be able to look out from inside the holy place and put everything in perspective, and not let some of that stuff through the doors, or it will truly rip you off.
I got Wayne ready.
All right.
I got Wayne ready.
Very cool. You got Wayne ready? All right.
We're going to do this.
Fantastic piece, brother.
It was, Rob. Great job.
Okay. Yeah, he always does marvelous work. I enjoy Rob's work a lot.
This is called Scent of the Mist. Mesmerized by the scent of lavender on the breeze, wave of the bluebonnet flowers, put my mind at ease, watched her as she walked against nature's backdrop, flowing blonde hair, pearls for teeth, silk dress ready to pop, slip shoes off, put her feet in Savior's Creek to wade, sit on fallen tree trunks, smiling as Beatles played. First, the winding road picked me up, then I heard Let It Be. Never saw such a lovely sight, an angel smiling back at me. Under the sycamore tree, at edge of gravel bar, we laid. Cool spring breeze from ripple of sparkling creek made. Her words float like the monarch butterfly in morn, playful fawn tripping through forest. Had yesterday been born? Sun winks as it sets to the overgrowth in tree limbs. Shadows giggle as they mingle in the wind, singing hymns. Light sweat on her thigh, as it lays across my waist. Her kiss and teasing tongue leaves me wanting another taste. We walked away, holding hands, as the dusk said hello today. The cricket's call informed the forest inhabitants. It's time to play. Brain has slipped into a secure, lazy haze of contentment, only to be woken by my lady talking of lifetime commitment.
Wow, brother. That piece was truly delightful. Just I want to go swaying in my hammock. All the elements of an adult lullaby, just incredibly soothing. Marvelous feel in this piece. Wow, with all the imagery moving through this, just dug this. Shadows giggle as they mingle in the wind, singing hymns. Hell, even the shadows are good. Love that shit. That's a beautiful piece, brother. Well done.
Thank you.
Boo, what'd you think of that?
Every time I hear Wayne gets better and better, more creative. And, it's always worth waiting for the SoundCloud, no matter how much I screw it up. But, yeah, and I love the picture to Secret of the Mist. Makes me want to know more, like the scent of lavender on the breeze, the waves, blue butterflies. That's really beautiful. Is this for Monday night prompt? Sounds like it might be. Watch her as she walks against nature's backdrop. This is a very poetic, I don't know, either fantasy or just the way you describe it and the personifications of the sycamore trees, and you got the, like I could see it just sitting there, like the breeze blowing and the wind blowing, the smell of the flowers and holding hands, very romantic, only to be woken by my lady talking of a lifetime commitment. Uh-oh, there's every guy's favorite word, commitment.
Yeah.
Really good job. I loved your voice. Isn't that the kiss of death? I'm just kidding.
No.
The good things in life are commitment.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Thank you, Wayne.
Can I
Love you,
come
Wayne.
in?
Beautiful, Wayne. Great comment, Bo. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Good things in life are a commitment, that's for sure. Razz, what did you think of that?
Yeah, I saw the shot out here to Let It Be by the Beatles, and that was pretty much the last or second to last number one single of the Long and Winding Road. So it made me a bit bittersweet as to what there was of the original creative geniuses who started rock. And Mother Mary Comes to Me is there in the idea of this angel smiling back through nature. I myself am not that perceptive. I don't notice any form of delineation to the natural order, but I like to think those who can take a glimpse that we are not alone here, and there is these intelligences which are supernatural, might have a little more insight than individuals like myself who are a bit blinded to that form of enlightenment and the light.
Wayne, I got to tell you, brother, these last two lines are really powerful. Brains have slipped to a secure, lazy haze of contentment. Guys, that's the key right there, man.
The dream is over.
Happiness is wanting what you have. It's having, or it's having what you want. It's wanting what you have and being content with it, no matter the situations. Again, peace can be found there if we're looking for it. Marvelous peace. Let me some more comments. Adam, what do you think of that, bro?
You got me as I was writing my comment. Oh my God. So I think you said one of the best things I heard about it. Well, many things, but this piece. I love this piece, by the way. I love the idea of it being, you say, a soothing lullaby. You don't even really have to specifically say adult or not. Just a soothing lullaby, but also it's like a dream, or in its vividness. I mean, it just absolutely freaking brings you into every detail, nearly, you know what I mean? Like the eye could be catching in this beautiful moment with your significant other. Like, I want to be there. And like, I felt like I was. Like, I felt like I was in a dream watching. And I almost imagined myself with the love of my life. And all this beauty, and it reflected almost naturally in her way. And I'm just a witness in awe. And that's the way Wayne went about this piece, the awestruck. Like, time slowed to absolute stillness, like at that moment of perfect serenity when you realize this is perfection, and it's perfection. And then I think almost that heralds and like throughout to become to the point of commitment at the end when it's like, yes, you know what I mean? Like, I do, this is what I want. And it's so beautifully just done. My God. It felt like almost like a memory. It almost felt like a memory, like a fond memory with those details you don't forget. It was beautiful, Wayne.
Well,
thank you very much.
Adam. Well,
great comment.
You know what, guys? I tell you, man, when you capture something that is in the heart and the core of all of us here, which begs the question, exactly what is reality? The secret of it, and what are you willing to allow and to hold on to, and where are you going to find yourself? You know, most people know what they are. Very few know who they are. And there's a trick.
I got four girls. I got 4 girls that talk to my house. I'm having a hard time hearing because I got 4 girls talking at the same time, but I can't run them off. I'm trying to get rid of them.
Well, I tell you what, you captured a dream for all of us in this one, Wayne. And,
thank you.
What do you think, bro?
Yeah, this is beautiful, Wayne. This is to me, it's all about perception, and you know, if you don't see the things around you and appreciate them, then you know it's almost like they're not there. So
right,
there's a stillness and a calmness that comes with that too, because sometimes when you're all wrapped up in shit, you don't see the things around you just like there to be appreciated, waiting to be noticed almost, and it's a beautiful thought, you know. It's very easy to get captured in the dream that you paint. It very much feels like the definition of when you say, you know, you can make a dream come true, because you know sometimes dreams are so simple that just something makes it come true, and you know that C word, that poop, you know, it's not only getting thrown in the insane asylum. Sometimes it's showing belief in your partner and with them. So yeah, it's beautiful.
Great job, good comment there, Red. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna be gone for just a second. I gotta run some people out of my house real quick. I'll be back in just a minute, guys.
All right, Wayne. Great piece, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, Wayne, thank you. Anybody Thursday? Yeah. All right. Very cool. got coming up?
Got Adam. We got Adam.
All right.
Astounding Adam.
Which one are you doing? Which one are you gonna play, Boo? Pretty said, right?
Oh, you said you got both of them in there, right?
All.
Or all of them?
Yeah, like all the. They're all up under today's date, 6/24.
Okay. I can't get Gerald. I'm having a hard time with Gerald.
I already did it. Boo, I did them all.
You did Gerald?
I did everybody. I did all of them. That's what I said. I even posted it on the board. I said I got Lane's, I got Phil, I got Gerald, and mine.
Yeah, you kick ass. I don't know if Racky still wants one or not. If you got a music one, Rack, let me know. I did see you had a music one. Well, I only saw one, but it was really, I don't know if it was short or whatever. But let me know, Rack, so you can get one. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Adam, so much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's all under 6/24/22, and you'll see them all.
Okay. I know how you feel about that. Okay, that's good. Let me go take a look. All right. And which one did you say you wanted?
Let's do Pretty Set first, and then the others later if we're just killing time.
I'm back.
That was quick.
This is Pretty Sid, a parody of the Nirvana song Pauline.
You have the phone?
Pretty wants some poetry, maybe just this lame song parody. Think she wants it all, especially adult kinky things. Tie me up, tease me true, my kinky words, never few, have them all over you. Need my key, I'm kinky too. We can play, it's what she likes. Ropes don't often, tongue-tied. Round my face, I know my place. She needs my help, help herself. Pretty wants some poetry, but all I have is my lame kinks. She said it'll do fine, but I gotta get in line. Tie me up, keep me true, kinky words, never few, have them all over you. Be my king, you're kinky too, and we can play, it's what she likes. Ropes don't often, tongue-tied. Right my face, know my place. She needs my help herself. Pretty says, keep it kinky, and not to be mean, but my writing needs work. Amazes me the will of brainy, kinky women. Tie me up, tease me true, kinky words, never few, have them all over you. Need my king, kinky too, and we can play, it's what she likes. First don't happen, around my face, know my place. She needs my help to help herself.
Got the floor sword.
Oh, that was cool. And I'm liking the arrangement on that, brother. Love what you did with that. That was quite cool. A lot of your word phrasing on that. Well done. Very well done.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, I dug that. What did you think of that?
I loved it. That was kick-ass. I love the piano playing, the music. I loved it. It was clever, catchy, just like the song. Yeah, you rocked it. It made me smile. Really great, Adam.
Thanks.
And anybody who sings, I give a lot of credit for it.
That's what Wayne said. Speaking of the 27 Club, absolutely.
Kurt Cobain, right?
What did you think? Yeah. There, Razz?
Yeah, when I was younger, back in my teens, and Nirvana was brand new. This was that fabled time, the 90s. You know, everyone wanted to play these exact songs by Kurt Cobain. And even after his death, what there was of the garage bands, the kids of those days, it was just try and cover stuff like this. So this took me back to how it originally went, wanting to just grudge and go against the system, or as another band was known, Rage Against the Machines.
Yeah. He did it. It has a great feel to it, too. Love the feel of that. Yeah. Wayne, what'd you think?
I think it's a great parody, and started out with a pretty wasn't poetry. That was a wonderful way to start the song out. It was good all the way through. I like this whole thing. Kurt was a member of the 27-year club, and I hate to see him go because he was my new favorite artist when he came out. And especially his Q-School album, that was my favorite album for a long time. You did a great job singing this. I'm impressed. You're a rock star. Come on, Ian. You did a good job. Thank you.
I'm glad you liked it, man. I thought it was a kind of cool little parody.
Great parody.
I didn't get it. I don't think she ever heard it though, because it was too adult, for the show that night. But I wanted to get it out there. Maybe she'll hear it sometime.
And I thought it was.
Great job. Great job. You playing music?
Yeah. Rack, what'd you think?
Oh man, I love the composition of this. It's definitely got that Nirvana feel. It's almost like Kurt Cobain was back. He's got the tempo and the feel of the original song for sure. And the wording was very clever. So he did a great job composing it and piecing it together.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah, I agree. What the fuck? You got a problem with the internet. So slow, man.
Adam's quite talented, although he'd tell you no.
No.
Yeah.
And gives great comments too. Yeah.
So the rest of the night, I'm just going to comment with guitar licks. When you call on me, I'm just going to play guitar licks, and that's my comment.
All right, sounds good.
It'd be great.
Hey, Rack, do you have a poem you want to do for music related, Rack?
You guys heard it already.
Which one?
The same.
The Saint? The Saint, did you say?
No, Pure Disdain. You heard it already.
Oh, that's a good one, though. That's a good one. That's all right. I'll get it after this one. That's a good one. I still having a hard time with. Oh, you got Gerald. Oh, thank God. Forgot. Okay. So
that one I sing.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, you sing it to this. Okay, that's cool. All right, I'll do mine and then yours and then Gerald. Is that cool? Okay.
Go for it.
So I have to put mine on the list. So. Okay, this is called Cardiac Melody. This is a Phantom, my favorite new song. Okay, so it goes like this. My love, you're my cardiac melody. When nouns and verbs disappoint, music whispers and tempos. Reflections of kindness inspires and creates feelings so bright. The sunshine hues stressing choruses through the shadows, breaking through the darkness which fades into gentle light. Reflections of kindness inspires and creates feelings so bright, echoing melodies of rapture, breathing in measures of bliss, breaking through the darkness which fades into gentle light, touching hearts with sensitive fingers in a harmonious kiss. Echoing melodies of rapture, breathing in measures of bliss, sighing softly in songs of rich and vibrant stars with refrains, touching hearts with sensitive fingers and harmonious kiss, soothing and consoling with charms that energize the remains. Sighing softly in songs of rich and vibrant stars with refrains, breathtaking ballads murmur faintly through the ready mind, soothing and consoling with charms that energize the remains, playing a solo of pure joy which grace, hope, and love designed. Breathtaking ballads murmur faintly through the ready mind with sunshine hues stressing choruses through the shadows, playing a solo of pure joy which grace, hope, and love designed. When nouns and verbs disappoint, music whispers in tempos. And poem.
Wow. This is impact here. The functions of kindness inspires and creates feelings so bright, echoing melodies of rapture, breathing tears of bliss. You know, this is the simple things that seem to make a difference in one's life. The simple things, the everyday things that we can do to bring the most joy. And when it brings the joy to others, it brings it to us. Playing a solo of pure joy with grace, hope, and love designed. Exactly. Everybody coming from their place. This is a beautiful piece, too. Incredibly uplifting and inspirational. Well done, Joe.
Thank you.
Razz,
this shows off Boo's talent for Potoms. And, you know, she has everything in one order and then it goes in reverse. And so that's kind of a bit of a metaphor as well with the title Cardiac Melody. And it's true, as some romantics say, that when two hearts beat together, then they make beautiful music.
Oh, thanks, Razz.
You know, Razz, this is a big comment, brother. The nouns, the verbs, and the music whispers and tempos, and they don't disappoint. It's the language of light. And I think that it's coming across so much tonight that there is a deep-seated yearning amongst most people that are human anyway. We've got a lot on this planet that aren't. But seem to start gravitating more for the light and getting rid of this other crap we've allowed ourselves to be cluttered with and get back to basics for the real communications act in the light, in the love, in the music, in the nouns, in the verbs, in the metaphors. Poetry without words. And yet we communicate in them to get it across to others what's really going on. Beautiful piece. Adam, what did you think of that?
I think this is just masterful. As Brad just says, whenever Boo digs into anything, first of all, she just kills it. Like she learns it, figures it out, in and out, upside down, you know. And I love the when nouns and verbs disappoint, music whispers and tempos. Like, how brilliant to think of that to be like, you know, very well thought out, to be your beginning and end, because it almost has a whole new meaning when you get to the end. If you go through this, and that's kind of like the badassery of this poem, with all the lines refraining in each stanza. It like maintains a unique vibe that's telling a story in its reuse of lines, and that's the brilliance of Boo writing a pentagram. And I agree. You know, everything has a rhythm. Everything is music. Music is mathematics, and mathematics are the fundamentals of all of creation. Music's a part of that, and I think it's infinite. It's definitely infinite, and a heart can match rhythm. You know, there's a rhythm to the planet, and somehow music just has a profound power beyond words. Now, you might hear melody in the way people speak, or an inflection, or a key or pitch that they're in, but music does something different without words. It's, I mean, not to go dark, but okay, in like movies, like music can affect you. Without that track in the background playing, you're not crying at the scene. You know what I mean? Music actually is effective in that way, that it touches somewhere in your soul that nothing else can do. And to compare, and your partner, your love, they are the music in your heart. That's just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
End comment.
Yeah.
Well,
you can feel it in the mass of your being. The mass of your being is linked with all the other communications that go on. Creation here that ties us together. Love, the language of light. Joy, laughter. Things that make this worth being a part of. And I keep in this piece, the sunshine here, pressing courses through the shadows, even through the shadows. And that's what it's about. And comment, Adam. Wayne, what do you say about this?
Wayne?
Yeah, Wayne.
Okay. Yeah, I said a great pentatorium. The rotation of lines are smooth and hardly noticeable. Perfect flow, great storyline, and wonderful rhyme. This poem's hard to do and get good flow with it, because you rotate the lines the way you rotate them. It's hard to get a nice smooth flow out of them. You did a great job with this. Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, I love you.
I love you too. Oh, thank you. I love you too. They are a bitch to write. But when they're done, they're
And by the way, well said, Wayne. Rap. What do you think, brother?
It's funny you say they're a bitch to write. I can make a crack about the bitch that wrote it, but anyway. It must have been second nature, because you did make it seem kind of effortless. You did a fantastic job with the film. And the thing of it is, you could tell. I talk about this a lot when I comment on some stuff, especially when, blind as I am, I could still see it. Your connection to the words. You're talking about a subject that's very, very deep with you, that hits very close to home. You're talking about music. You're talking about romance, and your idea of what a relationship should be, and it comes out in the way that you express yourself, and that the words that you kind of bleed on the page. It's just, you can tell that you're connected to what you're talking about, and feel it, and that gives a whole depth to it. And then you get the turns of phrase. When you talk about that line with the nouns that Adam had called out. That was absolutely stunning. And that's something I don't think you can do unless you're as connected to the idea behind it as you are. So it really comes out, and it really shows.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Despite our exteriors, we write what we know. If we don't do it with heart, does it mean shit? moving in the same vein, and we're coming from the same place. And the uniqueness is in the poet's interpretation of that. Marvelous comment. What do we got coming, dear?
We got Rack on the board. He's going to sing it.
It's just, let's hope I still remember the words. This is written to the tune of "Still the Same" by Bob Seger. It's got nothing to do with anything but the tune, so there's no reflection on him or his song or anything else. It's just a totally different experience, hopefully. It's called Pure Disdain. You walked away, laughing as I writhe in pain. It's not okay, treating love like it's a game. Emotional scabs you picked in vain. Not a glimmer of remorse or shame. Just pure disdain. Heart of stone, now a tune for every feeling you've known. Monument to the damage you've sown. Sitting in judgment on the lofty throne. Rending flesh to the bone. Till you're all alone. Last refrain. Lamenting behavior I can't hope to explain. Psychological shrapnel exploding in vain. Exploding with blame till my whole world crumbles from the strain. And I've gone insane, gone insane, gone insane.
What an interesting piece. Well, you're right. It had nothing to do with the original other than using the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different take.
In the piece. To say the least. Marvelous job. Boo, what'd you think of that?
The fact that he even remembered it, I would never be able to remember it. It's been like a while since you wrote it. Jesus, that's impressive right there. And then anybody who sings, I give a lot of credit because I would just be so die. And it's so cute for the song, and it almost like you made when love turns to hate cute and adorable because the way your voice sounded, but really it's not. I mean, it's fucked up how fast it can turn from love to hate, how much you disdain someone that you love just a couple whenever before, and then it gets ugly really quick, I think. And that's a shame because you used to have so much love for the person. Yeah, you did a good job and awesome singing, Rack. Love you.
Yeah, you did a marvelous job, Razz. Not reading that, you remember what the words are. Wow, I agree with you. I'm not sure I'm going to pull that one off. Very cool. Razz, what did you think of that?
Yeah, it has a catchy melody. There's a bit of touch of 60s here, kind of remodified. And I think the lyricist is showing how one can feel so lost when what they hold dear just kind of disappears into the rain.
Awesome, right? Awesome, Razz.
Yeah, an emotional hit without a doubt. What do you want to say about that, brother?
Yeah. I always wonder about that thing, like when you were listening.
Who was it?
No, that
Who's next? No, I didn't know. He cut off on me when on my phone. I couldn't hear who he called on.
Yeah, I got you, brother. Y'all good? Did you hear Wayne's piece or Black's piece?
Yeah.
Is
it me? Am I supposed to comment? I guess I'll just roll with it. I'm just gonna roll in it. I love the.
Brother. You got the mic.
It was a great close pain I felt coming from this. Like, really, when we get, I like the second stanza, the second verse, the best. It really just, after every, like, it's like damage is done, and now this is the way it is. I almost feel like sometimes I felt relating, like I could relate to this and the way I've like known other people and my own self when I've messed up my own life and been kind of the. It's not very often I've been a dirtball, but I have. I don't think anybody hasn't. And it just reminded me of like when you make your bed, lay in it. It had that whole vibe. Like no matter, even though it was I'll even put the blanket. We used to sleep together over you because this is yours now, and I'm. This is I don't know. The more I hear this piece, it just brings different thoughts, sometimes memories. When relationships go bad, they go bad, and you put up with them for so long sometimes that it's I don't know. You kind of get to that point. You throw your hands up, washed of it. A little Pontius Pilate action. Anyways, it was awesome. And yeah, of course, the fact that Rack remembers most, a lot of his pieces, it's phenomenal. And the balls, I know Boo's a big fan of balls, big fan of big balls, to sing on the air. Who's going to do that? Like, that's not that takes a lot of gusto, man. Props.
I agree. It's such a heavy piece. Now attuned for every feeling you've known. A monument to the damage you've sown. Sitting in judgment on your lofty throne, rending flesh to the bone until you're all alone. A lot of power generated in that, a lot of emotion. What do you think, brother?
You crack-a-lackin', I don't think Wayne heard
you. I still got him. Wayne, you there?
I don't think he heard you.
But, Wayne, you hear me, brother?
I'm back. I had to go at the door. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it. I had to go at the door again. Them people drive me crazy.
You've gone insane.
Did you hear that speech?
I've heard it before, but I heard it when he started up. I heard it before, and I went down and answered the door, and I just lost it down there. Trying to give these people leave me alone. They just won't keep bugging me. Anyway, I'm sorry I missed it, right?
That's all right, Wayne. You've heard it before. That was me at the door. The last line is, I've gone to see Wayne.
Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, but it blows my mind that he's saying that and to recite that. Incredible.
I need to get me a boat out on the lake. I'm gonna join you, Randall.
Yeah, let's go live on this compound, Wayne. I'm gonna canoe up there.
Randall's got to make that to the lake. We need to get to the lake with Randall.
Yeah, man. I got my own water world going. It's quite cool.
Responding back with the link, Adam. I'll feel like
what do we got?
I didn't have the amp up though, so I was just trying to be subtly quiet.
Yeah, we can do Phil if you want.
She said Gerald. She said Gerald next.
What, Gerald was next?
Boo, said Gerald.
Yeah, she disappeared somewhere.
Oh, so while Mom's away.
Still with us, Phil?
She says she'd call back. She might be on hold already right now. She might have already called back. I don't know.
I don't know what the deal is, man. The screen is looking pretty freaking weird.
Gabriel's Oba. Gerald.
All right. Geez. We need to.
According to Adamson. According to Adamson.
Another one?
Wait, what's going on?
They're looking for it in the studio.
Oh, yeah. It's under today's date, 6/24/22. And his name just Gerald.
Yeah, I have that. I know.
Okay.
I was just logged out for a second.
Let's fill some air.
Do you have any more licks off of that Fender? Window keeps on freezing, unfreezing, going through its own dramatic, extreme global climate change. Microsoft.
Wait, are you reciting a poem, Razz?
No,
we could do like beatnik style, like
sometimes.
You recite lines and then I'll play a quick little, and you go, and then the waves crashed upon the circuitry of the brain matter gray. Bam, down, 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 down. The nanobots took over.
All right, Randall, we're ready for Gerald.
All right. Now what we got? I've got Gabriel's Oba. That's not it.
Yeah, Gabriel's Oba.
All right.
Welcome to Gerald Green Poetry. Gabriel's Oba, written and read by Gerald Green. Gabriel played again. His horn stood out above.
Hello? What happened? Are we on it?
Oh, no. That was only 37 seconds. Yeah, it cut off like that. It didn't fully upload. So, like I was saying, would you like to do Phil, Randall?
Yeah. So how do you want to do this?
Yeah, we have nothing else after Phil except for Rose Winner and no female reader. After that, the whole folder's done, and except for Adam's repeats.
Okay, so what are we doing right now?
I guess Phil. Sorry, Gerald. We didn't upload it on time.
Oh, yeah. We didn't get it all. Bummer.
All right.
You got a broken
when
Gerald.
You
got
play,
Phil.
Randall. Just tell me when to play.
What's that?
You got a broken Gerald. You got a broken Gerald. You got Phil the Poet, and you got Rose Winter with no female reader.
Yeah.
All right. I tell you what.
Gerald has to be taken off the list.
I want to put on Phil, and then we'll see if Boo comes back. If she does come back, she can read.
Rose Winner?
She's in the studio.
Oh, is she?
She's on the line. She says she's on the line on the board. She's been in big old
yeah,
caps.
she's right here.
On hold.
Boo came back.
I've been
Boo
here.
doesn't have a call in yet.
Yeah, I've been here. I was waiting for you guys to pick up.
There?
Come on, pick up
Yes,
Razz.
I'm here. You guys, I'm here.
We hear you.
You guys can't.
Hi, Rose.
You guys can't hear me? Hello?
We hear you, Rose.
It's not Rose, it's Boo.
I know it's
You
Boo.
can
I'm
hear me?
teasing her. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm just making sure because my phone is tripping. Who are you doing? I thought you were doing Phil. Are you doing Phil?
All right. You want me to press play, Randall? For Phil?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just press play.
Can you hear me, Randall?
Poem by Phil the Poet.
Yes, I can hear you.
Victor Soy.
Okay.
The poet stands in the shadows, singing the cuckoo's lonely song. His voice is strong with sadness. His palms turn into a fist. Wearing an ordinal number upon his sleeve, greets the last hero before the war begins. Standing in the solitude of silvery wings, flying through the fresh April skies, singing a song without words that a generation knows by heart, written on a packet of cigarettes, telling a strange tale to no one. To step forward in a changing world, away from the archaic Soviet dream. In our eyes, the stars seem brighter from the rooftop of an empty house. On the road, in the early hours of the morning, the poet drifts and the nation mourns. Slowly his eyes close for the last time, bidding the world a final good night. End poem.
Wow, it's quite a heavy piece. Love the love the feel of this. Some of the word phrasing is quite something here. Standing in the solitude of silvery wings, flying through the fresh April skies. Step forward in a changing world, away from the archaic Soviet dream. It's an interesting line. And then the poet drifts, and a nation mourns. Slowly his eyes close for the last time. And we lose another. You know, guys, it's made me think we lost a dear poet amongst AP today, John, or I don't know if it was today, John Coe. I don't know how many of you knew him, but quite a rhymer and a dear friend of mine. I felt bummed.
I love him.
Huh? Yeah,
I love
my
him.
understanding, Phil posted it that he passed. I didn't know he was having any medical issues.
Me neither.
But him and I used to do a lot of stuff years back. A lot of tear to my eye. This piece reminds me of the loss of another poet, bidding the world a final good night. And Phil, good job, Phil. Yeah, Boo. What do you think? What do you think of the piece?
Oh no, that does touch me. Right? That's so beautiful. I love that. This does bring mourning in the most beautiful way, and sad and so poetic that Phil can write anything. Proves it here, and I want to hope rest in peace. That's a sad one. Lovely and elegant.
Yeah, it is all of those, and quite a touching piece, incredibly heartfelt. Razz, what did you think of that?
Yeah, I hear in the author's note that Viktor Roborovich Toshi was a Soviet-Russian singer and songwriter who co-founded Kino, one of the most popular and musically influential bands in the history of Russian music. And so I guess this is a great tribute piece on that note, but I would say that American radio tends to not play too much foreign music like the Russians.
No, we don't. And it's a shame. We don't get the variety of what's really going on. It's so controlled here, which is a shame, which forces us to reach outward into other areas to stay on the pulse of things and world talent and whatnot. quite a captivating piece. And it linked in with Phil, like I said today, of losing another poet on AP here. It's interesting you're doing this piece now with that. Quite a heavy hitter. Rack, what'd you think, brother?
Yeah, I always enjoy Phil, and this really speaks to me because of the sentiment behind it. It's very much like someone not just bidding the world a final goodbye, but the legacy that they leave behind with their words. I think that's kind of what he's talking about in the piece, and it's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah, I agree. The poet drifts and a nation mourns. Isn't that what we'd all like to be when it's all said and done? To leave a legacy where the words stand on their own. Well said. And on that, it looks like Adam and Wayne left us. Boo, what do we have to...
I'm going to have
close this out. We have
Gerald.
One more.
I'm going to have to do
There's
Gerald
one
on
more
Sunday
set.
because I just can't.
Can you read?
Yeah, I'm going to have to do Gerald on Sunday. I just can't get it to do work. So you want to do your other one, Adam?
Adam's gone. We have one more poem.
I'm here. But
Adam's still here.
There's another poem, though, and Boo's here, so she should...
Will you
hear want me to read that one?
Oh.
But I wanted to comment, if that's cool. If we don't have time, I guess.
Go ahead and comment, Ad. My bad, brother. I thought you had dropped. My bad.
No, I'm not going to drop. Is Wayne still here, too?
No, Wayne left.
Oh, okay. You sure?
We thought you left together.
Okay, so Phil, like
that's what Rack
said, he can write like anything. He can bring things to life. He sees subtleties in the detail, and it's kind of referring to some other pieces, but like he sees subtleties in things that he can bring to life, like just moments, like a moment that we brush off because we don't recognize its depth because it's so day to day. And I think artists bring this to us, and I'm sorry that we lost a poet here on AP from AP, John Cohen. I didn't know him. I'm not familiar with the Rusky artist he's tribute pieces about. I love the idea that he used one of his songs as the title Cuckoo, Kookadoo, I think it was. Hold on, Cuckoo, right? So he has. I guess this artist has a song that by that name, but also a cuckoo is a psychopomp, and to start the piece with a psychopomp, and then like the artist dies throughout this process, like of the poem, finally gives up the ghost throughout the to the end, and it's like almost like there's a toughness to it. Them old Soviet, Russians are tough, man, and like even still, right? Like it's tough, hard people, and like either when you're trying to fight a system or be coexist with a system that's put upon you. It's you got to be brave and you got to have balls, and you're not going to leave so easily. And I think that kind of is represented in this. He's kind of clutching on. He's not just giving it up, like. But it's like it's his time. It starts out with the cuckoo, which is a psychopomp. I don't know if that was intentional or just because the song by the artist. But I think that was brilliant if it was on purpose. And then, the passing away of the person, because a cuckoo. Yeah, it can be a cuckoo bird. It can be a messenger. To take you to the next, just like a raven or an owl. Or there's so many varieties of psychopomp. I thought it was brilliant.
Well said, Adam. Well said, brother. Great comment. As poets, you mentioned something that was quite interesting, brother. To be brave, to have courage in your craft, to hone that so the words can stand alone. And if we're ever so honored for anyone to read a piece and connect the poet to it, then we've done our job long after we've gone.
When all are words that fly alone, the poet flew when he gave verse and walked away before he knew how much his words might be worth. Well said, Adam. And so what do we got here? We've got another one?
Rose Winter?
Yeah. Rose Winter, and then I'm going to have to work on Gerald elsewhere. There's Wayne, he's back on the board. Okay, let me grab Rose Winter. I don't know why I always have a hard time with Gerald. Poor Gerald. Where's Rose Winter, Razz? Is she on the list?
Yeah, right there. The link.
You got it on the list? Okay.
On the board.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay. Oh, wow. I don't know how to say that word, but something his pink wood hat sings the song for peace in Ukraine. Or blue sky and gold wheat, all that beauty of Ukraine. February 22. Black smoke, bombs, destruction. All-bodied Ukrainians defend their nation with vigor and resilience. Women and children and old people can stay or attempt to find refuge elsewhere. The world is on the brink of Armageddon. The Pope warns of World War III. Prayers for peace on earth everywhere for everyone. Harmony, love, and togetherness. One world family, humanity. End poem.
What do you think, Phil?
Well, I think she says what a lot of people have said tonight, and I keep saying in their poetry, like everybody's in need of some humanity, some sense of family, and some sense of connection. Seems like everybody's starved. Everybody's starved for it, and that matters. You know? It makes a big deal. And
if there's anyone in the world, yeah, if there's anyone in the world that is feeling the hardship of this, it's Ukraine. There's no doubt about that.
Well, you got to give Ukraine some credit for having some balls to fight back and a much smaller army against the fucking, you know?
Well, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that people don't understand. They pay too much attention to mainstream media and get a one-sided view. But nevertheless, the people of Ukraine, the Ukrainians themselves, are under a lot of shit right now. And hopefully, my prayers are with them. They pull out of this. And we get on with living. One world family, humanity. Always the same thing. It's the same message being driven over and over and over again. And we've got to take this back. We can't lose this. And we won't if we hang in there. Razz, what did you think, bro?
Yeah, definitely. This is quite a piece on present-day affairs, what you have with the Ukrainian war. It says here, the world is on the brink of Armageddon. The Pope warns of World War III because the Russians have multiple times threatened to use nuclear weapons. And, it does come back to that final line when we're just going to get our act together, that we're the same species. We're supposed to be all on the side of humanity, and we can just do away with all this war.
Yes, absolutely. We've had quite enough of it, and the prophets have lined the fat cats who have done this, and the people were never for this. And we've got to take this back. I have hope for humanity here, but I also have hope in God rectifying this issue because we're dealing with some shit that's non-human. And this is crying out. Most of the pieces tonight, I recognize the same vibration moving through all of them. It's like a paradigm shift. And I couldn't agree more. It's what we need to do. Adam, what's your take, brother?
Yeah, like if we're closing with this, the way we started was, about peace.
Yeah.
And we're ending with the idea of we're, bringing to light that a world event right now, which the world is more or less standing up. The political world, countries ran by their political powers are more or less letting it go, letting it happen. And it's a shame. And I just love her call to this in the end, that because really, come on, we are one world. We are one people. We're all on this planet and doing this together. And, I mean, we have to care about each other and our fellow man.
Yeah, we do.
We have to see each other as one people. I mean, not because, not worry that, well, you're Ukrainian and I'm Russian, or like you're black and I'm white, or you're whatever and I'm whatever, or you're a Baptist and I'm a Catholic, or Protestant and I'm Catholic. You just all these small details, and I really want to, that's small stuff, because we as humans have come so far, struggled so hard to be where we are right now. Your ancestors, every single person that came before you, every moment had to align so you could be right here, right now, doing what you're doing. The smallest thing could have been off, and you wouldn't even exist. So you exist for a purpose, and the purpose is not the gears of war. And the purpose is not to covet and greedily gather resources. And, how do you keep control of people? You keep them stupid and poor. You keep people stupid and poor and distracted, and you can be a tyrant.
So with that in mind, folks, 1% have controlled this world for 6,000 years. 94% I take that back. About 5% know what's going on, and the other 94% have been under the covers, under the veils of the propaganda, and we're waking them up. Those that are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that usually do, and we need to be that crazy to take this back. Enough of this. The masses are in control if they can get out of the propaganda and stand up. It's the one thing the tyrants are the most afraid of, are the masses uniting. And like you said, Adam, it doesn't matter about our colors, creed. We all bleed the same, and we all feel the same. And we'll do this with God's help. We'll pull this out of the ringer. But we need to experience this so we never let this shit through the door again. And if we can't do it for ourselves, we need to do it to the children who are really abused right now in so many countries. Well said, Adam. Rat, what do you think of that?
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of pride in the Ukraine and frustration in what's going on. It's lovely piece, but, very, I don't know, I don't even know the word I'm trying to fish for. It's just, it's sad, obviously, but I wish you could do more,
Yeah, I tell you what, guys, sometimes we're not always asked to go out and do. Sometimes we're just asked to realize what's in front of us. And what we were talking about earlier, as far as sometimes a smile is a game changer. And all of us can do that. Those are special gifts, and we can all do that. And I look forward to brighter days, that's for sure. We just got to get through some shit here. And it'll change, actually sooner than we think. It's going to get heavy, though, guys, I'm telling you. It's going to get very, very heavy. They're coming. We're going to see stuff we haven't felt before, but we'll come through it. Anyone else want to comment on anything before we close this?
I just wanted to say to Gerald, sorry about your audio.
What's
I
that?
will have it for you.
All right. Anything coming up this weekend that needs to be mentioned for the
for the gang on the board.
Yeah, right.
Saturday is Broken Hearts Bleed with Raconteur, and Sunday, Public Poetry. I'll be hosting with Booth, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday, 9 p.m.
And Razz will be co-hosting with me.
Cool.
Razz loves co-hosting.
The blind leading the blind.
Well, as long as you don't fall in the ditch, it's okay.
Thank you, Randall.
Guys, give you a gracious thank you, Boo, for your talent, for your input, dear, and as usual, always coordinating this shit, as far as often as I do this. But it's still a gas amongst the lounge. I'm going to get further along. I do more of these here. I just got a lot going on. But thank you, dear. Razz, thank you. Zappa for your piece. Rob for yours. Wayne, Adam, thank you for your contributions and your intelligence, brother. And Rack, thank you, bro, for your input. Phil and Rose for closing it and bringing us back to center where we started. And thank you guys for spending your time on the lounge. May God bless you all.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming and all your support. That means a lot. Thank you, Randall. I don't know if you're in.
No problem. The groups.
Yeah.
The group has underwent some topsy-turvy shit here lately, as everybody's aware of. But nevertheless, you can hold this together and don't let it go. And don't let any enemy, without or within, prevail. If it's inside your domain, boot that shit out and lock the door. If it's already outside, don't open the door and allow your hedge to be broken. The shadows need to belong where they belong, in the dark. Let the light through. And everybody keep the peace. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Peace, everyone.
Throw myself off the post now.
I want to say a special
Thanks,
thank
Randall.
to Adam and
You're welcome.
and Randall. All of you guys are awesome, and all of you guys have supported me. I appreciate all of you, my favorite fellows here. So thank you.
Thank you. Yes, on Glog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Boo, you got a closing number?
Yeah.
All right.